Hello and welcome back. I am Mondef and I am continuing to work on the Capitol building for our city, Humalaya Polynesium. Yeah, I got the frame up last episode. Hopefully you guys had a chance to see that. And then we ran out of time, so I'm hoping to get at least the basic design out. We probably won't get time to start polishing. But I did get well, we could probably leave that there. I have had a chance to make a whole bunch of this red brick. So, if you missed it, this is red rock brick. This comes from red stone, which is a block, not the redstone, the wire electronic system from vanilla Minecraft, which spawns in a mountainous biome. I've got one that way. Yeah, see, I just like the way that brick looks. It looks really clean. It's really neat. Anyway, I'm going to set up the foundation here, which means I will be tearing out most of the frame. The frame that'll be these two blocks. We'll lay 2 blocks. Well, we'll set it to this height all the way around, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so that's what that looks like. I used up what I've smelted so far of the red brick. I was able to get one layer all the way around and complete the whole front face. So it should give us a good idea of what that's going to look like. As I was placing it and looking at it, especially on this side, I got a little bit concerned about how big a flat wall we have right here. Yeah, we'll have windows and things on this, but we're going to need something to break out this flat space. We'll have to work out the back as well. I knew that was going to be an issue when we set up the frame, but the flat wall on this wing here is a little bit concerning to me. So I think what I'm going to try to do is put some pillars here. Maybe it can help hold a little lip of the roof up or something. So I'm going to try sketching in some dirt and seeing if we can make something. We'll make a pillar that looks nice here. First, let's see where they should go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. 15 minus 1 is 14. Divided by 2 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the center. So this is the middle. So should we try 3? Put that there. 3 away, 1. That'll give us 3 away from that. I don't know, there. 1, 2, 3 away from there. And then we go 3, 2, 3 in a space in there. It gives us 1, 2, 3, and then the wall. You know what, the whole thing, they should all move over 1. Because of the circle, they need to get away from that a little bit. I'd rather have it hug this outside edge than hugging the circle. That's why we're scooting it over. Alright, those placements look good. So, the question is how they're going to be that tall, that skinny, they're going to look way too skinny. And that's the next size up without going even, which we could go even. But even, you just have a block again. At least this way you have a interesting shape to look at. The edges and things. Let's see what that shape is. You know, that's not bad. It'll give us a peak to the building behind it, while still breaking up the flat edge. So we can still have windows back there and have more details. How close does that put us into the building? 2 away. That's probably fine. That will provide depth as well. See, these should be out of a different material. So, should we try cobble? Let's see what cobble looks like here. I know some people don't like building with cobble. They're just like, oh, cobble always bad. It's not always bad. It's just usually bad. No, just kidding. Many times cobble is the right choice. It's a very... it's a common block, for one, which is good. Maybe that's why some people don't like building with it. So, it's too common. It's too easy to get. Doesn't mean anything. Whatever. I don't know. Why don't you guys like building with cobble? Or if you do like building with cobble, why do you think other people don't like building with cobble? I don't understand it. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent looking block. I mean, the vanilla cobble texture was terrible. It was so ugly. But, yeah, it doesn't look good here, though. But, you know, a lot of times it's the right block to go with. I think it needs to be brick. I think that's the problem. I don't have any either. Let me go run back to the lodge and see if I've got any stone smelted or anything like that so we can try brick. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so that's stone brick, and I think that matches a lot better. Same texture, it's just a different color. And I think that's going to work a lot better. That's as much as I was able to make right there. So one pillar all the way around and that little bit left over there. I think that's going to work. As I was putting this pillar up and I was running back and forth, I'm a little bit concerned about how these shapes are going to connect. So I just wanted to sketch this shape out, and then I'll worry about collecting the materials necessary to make it work. I don't know if this needs to go all the way up to here and connect to the roof, or if it needs to be lower, or what. Here we go, Geronimo! Get a nice dramatic sunset shot. There we are. Dramatic sunset shot. That's okay. Maybe it needs to come down one. Let's scaffold here. Let's take that down one. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, phone. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry about that, guys. The phone rings. It needs to be picked up. Okay, so there's that pillar. I'm a little concerned that it's going to... that it will provide a lot of thickness to this height and make the building not feel as towery and epic as I was hoping. But it definitely needs these pillars, so that means we need to add more height to the building. We can't go any more straight up, because that's just going to add more flat edges and cause more problems. Instead, what I think we need to do is add a topper. So I mentioned in the last episode that I wanted to add a little bit of dome over this circle. That's what I'm going to get up there and do. I'm going to frame out a dome on top of this, and then we'll see where we can go from there. That might make this add a little bit more height to this building without adding more flat edges. So anyway, I'll draw this dome, and hopefully we can make a decision on where to go from there. Alright, so that's what a perfect dome would look like. A perfect normal sphere. I think it gets a bit too high. It feels funny, because it's almost, you know, it's almost as tall as this is. So it feels a little strange. So we're gonna have to work out a dome that's a little bit flatter, I think. And I'm gonna make some scaffolding, actual scaffold. I actually have only barely used this in my gameplay. Oh, I need some, but it's actually really nice. The few times I have used it, I've really enjoyed having it around. So I don't know why I don't use it. Maybe just bad habit, I guess. But let's take a sleep, and then I'll show you why this scaffold is so cool. It's a cheap recipe, just some sticks, some wood planks. You saw me make a bunch there. You get 16 per, so you turn essentially, you know, six pieces of wood into 16 pieces of scaffold. So this stuff's awesome because it just, you know, place it like normal blocks. So pillaring up is just as easy as with dirt. But, oh, there we go. It's a ladder. I didn't get caught onto it, I guess. So you can climb right back up it, so you don't have to tear down your pillar every time you want to get up and down. Let me make sure I can get down it safely. Nope, there we go. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Let's see if I shift off of it. Is that what's... Shift and then release. Yeah, there we go. There's the trick, guys. Hold shift, get to the edge, and then release shift. Oh, don't do that. Do not do that. That is dangerous. Okay. Let me try this again. If I do this wrong, I'm dead. Okay. Shift, go back. Stop going back. Release shift. Nudge the back key. No, that's not the trick. I don't know. Does anybody know a trick? How do you get on this without, like, falling to your doom? That's scary. Scary? Okay. Anyway, better. Here's another thing that it does that's neat. You break the bottom one, and they all come tumbling down. So your pillar is super easy to get rid of. So yeah, it's a neat block. It's neat to work with. It's not good for sketching because it does fall apart when you break the wrong block. Like that. But it's good for getting up and down and stuff. So actually using it as scaffolding. So let's get some dirt on my bar. So I just did this shape from here up and across. That's not going to work. We need something flatter, a smoother arc. So instead of going up 2, we're going to start by just going up 1, which is the one I'm on, and then we'll go up. And let's go, so we're going up 1, up 1. Let's go up 1 and then over 2. Then up 1, over 2. Let's see, am I to the middle yet? Not quite. Well, then let's go up 1. I got a dirt block above my head. Get rid of that. You are too tall to ride this ride. Alright. So you went over 2. We're going to go up 1. I think we are right on that. So we'll go over the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we will have to get over to that other side. Can I make this jump? Easy jump. Easy jump. I like to pretend I'm good at parkour, but I'm not. I'm really not. So I like to build stuff that's up high, really high, but I fall to my death a ton. If you watch my Beta Eartho series, which you should, because SMP is fun, and so is Vanilla Minecraft. I have fallen off the KFC so many times. I lost count. I don't even know where to go from that. Alright, that shape's much calmer. So I'm just going to emulate that same shape. We got up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, 2, 2, 5. So 1, 1, we'll go 2, and 2. That was an extra block. Whoop. And then 5, 1, 2, and of course the rest of the 5 would be 3, 4, 5 out the back, which we won't need that part, because the dome will connect to the building. Oh yeah, we can use a scaffold ladder to get down. I don't have to fall to my death. Okay. Oh, I need that. I need the dirt back. I'm short on dirt. How stupid is that? Without doing strip mining, wow, I'm always short on cobble and dirt, which is weird because in all of my worlds I've always had way too much cobble and dirt. That's much better. That's way better. You can barely see it from here, but keep in mind that's going to all be filled in right there. So that shape is much better. From here it's much calmer. You can see the circle, you can see the top of the dome. From back here, oh yeah, that's going to look really nice. Yep, and then it's going to need a second floor. So I'll get back up there and, well, you know what, let's do it together. Let's do this together. Today's ability episode, we might as well put our thoughts into the world together. Alright. So here's my thought process. To do big giant rectangle, we need to break up the rectangle, the big flat rectangle. We also need to connect to this incoming dome. I don't mind if this dome loops in a little bit, but we need to have something on top of here that connects to that and has some sort of, since this is going to be a mild dome, we need to have something that's even more epic on top of it. So let's see how high we are here. We're pretty high. You know what would make a You know, it could be really cool. We're actually really high. This would be a good, like, lookout place if we had, like, to look at the village and stuff. Yeah, we can see out to the peninsula. What view distance am I on right now here? Normal. So I can see pretty much the ground everywhere in a normal view distance. That's pretty good. I wonder if we... What I'm thinking here now is if I get out to the middle of this space, and we'll just rough it for now. It looks like is the middle even? It's pretty close. As if we had a lookout space that was here. Another floor higher. And then we had a little roof on this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because then we'd be able to come up here, look at the city, look at the town, look for things that need to be changed. Oh yeah. That's what we're going to need to do. Okay. Alright, so how high did I go up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Oh, that's 5 up from the dome. How high up is the dome from this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pattern. Okay. If you remember each one of those floors, there's 2 floors in there, and they're each 5 tall as well. Our numbers are coming out perfectly, if I say so myself. Alright, so what we end up with here, we can have a subfloor that goes here, and then we'll have an overlook. I don't want the subfloor. Visually, from the overlook here, the subfloor should not block your view. So if we go halfway between there to there, and then we can go halfway up, which is 5. Like that. So that's what I think we'll do. I'm going to actually do some counting, which is boring. So I'm going to count out and find the exact middles between this and that. And we'll put a crossbeam across here. Same on the other side. And I'll put a crossbeam across the middle the long way. That'll help us find our middles. And I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got my crossbeams in. Oops, fell off the wall there. And this middle is even. In fact, the distance between there and the center line was also even. I erred on this side, I erred on the inside of the line. I'd rather be on the inside. That gives me a little creative space on the outside without cutting into our view line. So that's the way that's going to work. Keeping in mind, we can't go all the way to this edge with this floor. We can't go all the way to this wall because that's just going to create more flat edges, which is what we're trying to avoid. So we're going to have to come in a little bit. I'm not sure how much yet. I'd love to go sketch part of that, but I have run out of sketching material. You see I switched to cobble, and I am punching with my very last cobblestone block. I have 1 block of stone, which I'm not going to use, some red cobblestone, which I don't want to use either, and scaffolding, which we discussed isn't good for that. So, hi-ho, it's off to the mines we go. I'm sure you guys are going to love watching me dig rocks. Yay! Diggy, 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 diggy hole. I need to go make a new pick. Alright, enjoy watching me dig holes while I sit here in complete silence. Goodbye, hello, see you soon. No! Don't be a jerk! Back to work. And back to the home. I've got quite a bit of cobble here. A couple things I probably should have dropped off in the builder in the hunter's lodge, but that's okay. Alright. Let's get up there and see if we can't frame up a second level. Fourth level? Third level? What? 2 down there, third level. Frame up a third level. Second shape level. Okay. Let's see, 2 in? Let's see what that looks like. Did I count the wall or not? No, don't count the wall, go in 2. Don't count the wall. 1, 2, there. Okay. How wide is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Even. Oh, it's always going to be even. Okay. That is fine. That might work. Let's put it up. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and across. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Alright. Might work. Looks good from here. Let's see if I can not die. Oop, I got it. I got it. Awesome! What did we do? What did we do? Oh, that's dinky. It's okay, it's just more shape. It's a little bit dinky, but any bigger, I'm just gonna keep on going with this building forever. It's never gonna stop. It'll go all the way up to build limit. Alright. So, that's good. Let's come up here. Go here. Okay. Cross. I didn't count. Oh, it goes to the cross beam. This is why these cross beams are useful, because then you don't have to count everything. Once you count everything once, and then you've got construction lines you can work from that really make it a lot easier to build whatever shape it is that you've decided to use. It's 1, 2 here. And across. And almost there. There we go. There we go. This is an even center. Oh, it's gonna go up one more, huh? Yeah, let's do a circle here, because we have a lot of rectangles. And we do, you know, we've set the precedent. There are circles in this building. There it is right there. So we're gonna use a circle here. Same size as that one, or smaller? Let's use a smaller one. This is a very useful circle to know. Center, 2, 2, right, and then you come in, you come back out, and draw that shape there. 2, 2, center, 2. Oh, it's too big for this area. Dang. The 2 circles, super helpful to know. It's a good circle. Too bad it's too big. Alright, we're going to have to draw a much smaller circle than the 2 circle. Which is too bad, because the 2 circle is really the last circle that really looks like a circle, in my opinion. Everything else starts looking like octagons, and so such. Let's see, if we do that... Where's center? Center's right there. 1, 2. 1, 1. 1, 2. Center. That'd be perfect. 1, 1. No. 1, 2. 1. That's not perfect at all. Oh, that's right, because this is an even circle. This is gonna have to be an even circle. I'm here drawing odds, and it's gotta be freaking even. But it's not gonna line up to be even here, because it's gonna have to be an ellipse. That's what's going on. It's gonna have to be elliptical. Alright, get that out of the way. It's gonna have to be an ellipse. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Perfect. And then 1, 1, and 2, and 2, and center. No. No, that's right. Right there is the center, though. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1. Like that. I'm not sure I'm going to like an ellipse on top of here, so we're going to try it and see if it's horrible. But a circle won't work because we have 1 even dimension and 1 odd dimension. So if we do a circle, it would have to sit funny, which, I mean, we could make it sit back 1. You know, but I want it to be even. I don't know, that's not the end of the world. Let's frame it up, see what it looks like. Right to there. Yeah. So I'm just going to go the upright. I'm going to go around again. I'm sure this is boring you, because now you've seen the shape. So we'll cut this out, and skip forward to when this is done. Alright, so the ellipse is done, and I'm made it day. Took a nap. I think that's going to work. Gotta ignore the that dirt pillar up there in the center. Because that won't be there. But I think that shape is going to work. I think it's complex enough. As long as we vary the building materials, that roof is going to look awesome. So that works for me. The last shape we have to add to it is the roof on top of the observation area. So let's get on top of there. And then we'll make sure that that shape doesn't dwarf the rest of the building. And then we can actually build this thing. That'd be neat. No, just kidding. This is a part that I always spend the longest on. You know, you gotta shape the whole building, and then the rest is just collecting resources and, you know, putting the thing together. This is the creative part. So this is the actual observation platform. This will be a solid floor, so we can look out and see everything. Probably use some sort of fences to keep people inside, right? Okay. And then go up a little bit. Probably just 2. It doesn't, well, I don't, this doesn't need to be like this. What's going on? I'm inside a scaffolding? That was strange. How'd I do that? Oh. I'm placing it with a left click. Huh. Well, there you go. Let's just go here. Do I have dirt? I do have a little bit of dirt. There we go. Just put that like that, and chunk. Yep. I want to repeat the ellipse shape. Boring again. Cut. Alright, the third ellipse is done now. And now we just need to put a capper on it, and I think I'm going to go with a dome to match that style. So we'll do kind of a flattish dome. It's already an ellipse, so I think we'll probably stick to that, the pre-existing elliptical curve for this dimension, and then we'll have to figure out how that dimension is going to connect. Let's see here, yep, 2, 2, and then up, and 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you get on that side. There we go. That was close. I thought I was going over the edge for sure. More. Oh, I'm gonna use up all the cobble I went and farmed up. Goodness. Okay. So there's that, and then we gotta make sure this dimension will connect. So we're gonna need that one. This might just be one of those. Yep, and that's how it's gonna work. That's fine. As long as it connects to the top without being ridiculous. And we'll work out, you know, it's just a frame. We'll work out the exact shape. It might actually go up there and then back. But for now, that will do. Let's get down to the floor. I don't want to look at it until we're down away, back over by the cow pen. So we're going to get a far away look at the whole thingamabob. And do some what's it. Okay, up we go. Up, 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 up. And the grand reveal. That's cool. That does it for me. That works. It works so good. Oh yeah, that's neat. Let's go look at it from an angle. Let's leave that there. We might want to go up again. Let's come over here. Up we go. Oh, and our scaffolding. Oh. Yeah, it looks good from this angle too. I'm not sure I'm totally in love with this roof shape, but we can work with that later. These will have to be connected by like fence posts or something to make it look like it's supported. Yeah, and that'll need a little bit of work, but the overall shape, I think it's there. I think that's the right idea. So that's great. I apparently need to do a whole ton of farming. I'm going to need tons of cobblestone to turn into stone bricks. I'm going to need tons of red cobblestone to turn into redstone bricks. And then and stairs and slabs and all the sorts of goodies and gizmos and stuff that we can do with those blocks. So yeah, I'm just going to use up these stone bricks, and while I do, I wanted to address a question I had on my previous episode. Somebody asked me if I am playing Tekkit. I am not playing Tekkit. I am playing Feed the Beast. If you're familiar with mod packs such as Tekkit, you should be familiar with the fact that Tekkit is a multiplayer incarnation of Technic, which is a completely different project from Feed the Beast, which is a mod pack built and developed by a group of individuals who are communicating directly with mod developers and getting approval to use their mods inside of mod packs instead of just taking them and including them like Tekkit does and Technic. Ah, that's cool. So yes, I am playing Feed to the Beast. The only additional mod I have installed is Optifine. It's an easy install. There is a thread on the forum, the Feed the Beast forum, on how to do so. If you're on your Mac, it's easy, like I am. If you are not, oh, I have tons of dirt. What's that about? I didn't know I had all this dirt. Nice. If you are not on a Mac, there's the thread can point you to how to do that. I don't imagine it's very different. I know you're running the executable either where I'm running my jar, but I don't imagine it's very different from what you have to do on the Mac. Just add it to the launcher file. So yeah, that's the only additional thing I'm running. I am running on the 1.4.2 version of this. I had a couple posts about, oh, you should try this machine, that machine, you know, Thaumcraft, you know, Red Power, this, that, the other. No, I don't have Thaumcraft Red Power, or Equivalent Exchange, or those are not in the 1.4.2 Beta Pack A version that is out right now. Rumor is red power will be done soon, which is cool, because there's volcanoes and basalt, which I'm excited for, and marble, which is just gorgeous block. What a beautiful textures that marble block is. But I do not have those yet, and as such, I cannot build with them. But anyway, I have to go gather tons and tons of cobble and red cobble and smelt it into stone so we can keep building. So I will be back when I have lots and lots of blocks. Hey guys, welcome back. I went and broke several picks, picking up cobble and redstone, red rock, there we go. And I've been smelting it down here. Oh, all these are done, sweet. Let's just fill this up with cobble before we get going, because I want stone brick. There we are. Alright, so now that I've got my, more than just the frame, I've got the whole shape down, the whole model. My next stage is going to be filling the model in. So I'm going to just start filling it in. I'm going to start with this inside shape with as much of this red rock brick that I have. I don't know how far. I'm going to start with the whole front facade. I'm going to worry about the sides and the back after I get the front done. So I'm just going to start placing lots of blocks. I'm sure you guys have done this a couple times, so I'll see you once I either run out of bricks or get the front facade done. Ta-da! Do-do-do-do! So that is where we're at. I put the pillars on the other side, as you can see. You know, I need that marker to go away. Waypoints, turn that off for now. Just getting in the way for looking at the building. I know this looks super flat. We'll fix that. The pillars definitely added the dimension necessary for the big flat walls. So those are, I think those are good to go. The colors, I think they look great together. I'd like to get the dome on it. So I think this is one of those great places for cobblestone. I'd love to use a shinier block, you know, something that's a little bit more gaudy. But even with the Feed the Beast pack, these are all the stairs that we have access to. So really all we've added is the red cobble and the red rock brick stairs, and then a few different types of wood, two of which aren't even in the game, I don't think. Oh no, all these red. Some of the woods aren't in the stair. Acacia, I don't think that one's obtainable. But yeah, so if there's nothing kind of more showy that we can use, we're just gonna have to use cobble. We're gonna cover up the frame. So we're just I'm gonna go around and whoa, not that. And I want you back. Gimme. Yes. Success. I'm gonna go around and just place all these stairs. Hopefully I have enough to at least go around a couple times. I'm thinking I don't, which is too bad because I turned all my cobble into stone to be bricks, and now I need cobble. Of course, that's the way it always works, isn't it? I think I have more back in the hut. Oh, my aim, terrible. Just terrible aim today. I actually hate placing this first row of stairs because you get down onto this step and then you come over here and it's hard to place the stair. And you place it sideways and it's annoying. Kind of annoying. And you do that even though you're holding shift. Oh no. Alright, let's grab these two stairs back. The ones I misplaced. Oh, shift does not keep you from going up and down these. That's disappointing. Hold my head up against the ceiling. Gimme. Cinco. I'll go up here. I'm gonna have to get that one from off the side. Right there. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough to get around. Alright, well anyway, I'll go get more stairs. Hopefully I don't have to go mine more cobble. Ugh. And I'll make sure I get I'll just go ahead and put all the layers up. This isn't rocket science. This is just placing stairs. So anyway, I'll see you guys once the dome is on top of my building. Alright guys, I do have the roof on, but I don't think I'm going to keep it. It looks terrible. So I don't know if that's because my curves were wrong or what. But that needs to come off. We're going to build around it though. I'm afraid what I'm seeing is the cobble from the rest of the shape back here blending into it and then like morphing it and tricking the eye into seeing things that aren't there. So I'm going to leave it for now, but I think that's going to have to come off eventually, because that just, I don't think that's doing it. So, so we'll have to tear that off, probably. Let's see, what's our next step? Let's go ahead and fill that shape in. I don't have much more of this. Right here. Probably not going to get very far. Nope, that's it. Didn't get very far at all. And I think that's all I have. I'm going to have to go back out to the mountains again to get more of those. I've got more of these. You know what we could do is give it an entrance. That might help the roof as well. There we go. And whoop, got it. And still fell. Okay. Yeah, because this is what I'm using right now. That's not cool. So we can give it a bigger entrance here. What should we do? I think we'll do something like that. A 3x3 hole. I like doors and all to keep the baddies out, but at the same time, it's just for this design, it's not worth it. Yeah, let's just do a hole. I think. I wish there were more door options in one of these mods. There is the force field mod, the modular force field system mod, which is really cool, but we'll have to get a while before we get there. And that would allow us to put a force field so that mobs can't get inside, which I would love to do. You know, I should use half slabs now I've made these stairs. Half slabs would be better for this, which I'd love to do. It takes a lot of materials, so obviously we're not going to do that yet. If at all in this village. I don't know if I'm going to even have force fields here. I don't think so. I don't think I want it to look that high-tech. I don't want it to look sci-fi-y. We have plenty of time to build a sci-fi village in a different dimension, so let's see if that's big enough. Well, that was not enough slabs. Let's just do this. There we go. That's enough. Hopefully. And then yeah, that looks good. This entryway's not there yet, obviously. It's like, yeah, that looks great, and it's just like, what? No, this gotta go. And now I'm gonna have to jump across there. Alright, now I need just a couple red brick stairs. I have that workbench that's still over there underneath the... Did I pick it up? I did. I only really need 2, but hey, 4, why not? Like that. That'll do for now. We're gonna need something here. Maybe like a little awning. Let's try this. Might look terrible. No, it's not bad. You just need posts to hold it up. Some more cobble. Goodbye rotten flesh. Oops, come back to me, cobble. There we go. Could do that. Or we could lower the whole thing. Add some meat to it, I like that. Does that connect? It does, perfect. Some more of those. Let's take a step back. It's always good to step back. You work too close to your project and you won't be able to see the effects that it has on the project. Yeah, see, because now that looks kind of derpy. Let's get up on top of it and beef up the back end of it a little bit. From here it looks fine, but from the top of it looks dumb. So let's get up on top of it. And we're going to add just a little bit of thickness here. Like that. Yeah. Again, step back. Missing ender pearls, or portal gun or something. Yeah, see, that looks a lot better. It doesn't look as just like, you know, flat coming out of there. It actually looks like it's a shape. It's a something. Yeah, that works for me. Kind of makes me want to change these pillars into cobblestone and then have the roof be made out of stone brick. Yep, that's what we're going to probably have to do. Anyway, I think we're out of time for today, so that's as much as we got done. There's still a lot of progress, the whole front facade. Most of it, well, not the whole thing. A bit of the front facade. I'll make sure before the next episode that I have enough material so that we can, at the very least, get the entire exterior done, all in one fell swoop. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Mondef, and thanks for watching.